You're watching Chilly Boy Productions. I'm Larry Chilly Boy Chilson, and this is my live reaction to the 2025 Oscar nominees. Now, before we get started with the presentation this morning, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below so that you can chill with me on each and every one of my latest videos. All right, y'all, we're back. We are live once again to watch the Oscar nominations presentation. This year, it's Bowen Yang and Rachel Sennott, which I kind of love that pairing. I think it should be fun, hopefully. Let's just hope they can pronounce all of the films, right? That's the most important thing that is not always a given, is that our presenters could pronounce what's going on. But it's always a good time, even if it is super early. If you've been around any amount of years, you'll know I got my Mountain Dew. I know coffee is the regular, but it's 6 in the morning here. I ain't got time for all that right now. So we just got do the do. Not sponsored unless they'd like to. So before we get started, I'm over here. I've got NBC News pulled up. Usually I feel like I just watch it straight from the Oscars, but NBC News was the first one that pulled up when I looked it up. So that's where we are. But before the actual telecast gets started and we start in on all the nominations, I just want to go over what I'm looking forward to and what I'm a little bit scared of when it comes to nominees this morning. Now, I've adorned myself with my hopes. Dune Part 2, right here. Biggest hope of the morning. Overperform Dune, please. Best Picture, Best Director, Best Cinematography. I mean, pretty much down the line. We already know it can't get into Best Original Score because apparently it's the only sequel ever to get disqualified there. We got lots of other sequels that are just fine to get into Best Original Score, but not Dune Part 2, I guess. But I'm hoping for some Dune Part 2 love this morning. I think it's getting into picture. I think it feels safe. Denis Villeneuve got into the Directors Guild, so it gave me a little bit of hope. Probably false hope, but yeah. All right. Well, let's take a look at some of the folks that came in. Hi, Clay Fan 1995. Are you going to review the live action Gabby Dollhouse movie from DreamWorks Animation? Possibly. I'm not sure. I actually haven't really heard of it. A live action Gabby Dollhouse. I don't know what Gabby Dollhouse is, so we'll see. Hey, Tyler. Thanks for coming in. I know. Listen, Mountain Dew this early, it just has to be done. And the Academy hates Denis. It's true. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we can get him in. That's why I at least have to hope for picture and cinematography. Don't play with me, Academy. Then we have this gladiator bucket here. And I have my Fiero Funko Pop here because I'm desperately, desperately hoping for Jonathan Bailey and Denzel Washington, specifically Denzel, if I were to pick one that I really, really want to get him for Best Supporting Actor. Don't think either one is necessarily going to happen. I actually think Jonathan Bailey is a better probability than Denzel right now because of that SAG nomination. Denzel, unfortunately, has been missing everywhere and breaking my heart. Best Supporting Actor is one of those ones that I'm really not looking forward to this morning. I'm very scared for. But Denzel, Clarence Macklin is somebody else I really want to see get in. We'll see, I suppose. Luke, hi. Thanks so much for dropping in. If Jonathan Bailey gets in, who's getting left out? Well, I mean, hot take, I would probably leave out Yuri Boslov, but that's just me. But I think he's getting in. I think Guy Pearce is on the bubble too. He's been missing and getting in and missing and getting in. Supporting actors all over the place, as is supporting actress. Honestly, either one of those two categories, we'll see. I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis is about to snipe a spot in supporting actress. The only thing is, if she gets in, y'all better nominate Pamela Anderson. I mean, that will be absolutely outrageous. If Jamie Lee comes in and you don't nominate the actual best performance that carried the whole movie, Pamela, no, we're not going for that. And I agree with other people. Dave Bautista actually gives the best supporting performance in The Last Showgirl. But I would love to see The Last Showgirl show up. Maybe just somewhere other than supporting actress, but we know it's going to happen. Then I would also love to see The Wild Robot. Please get into Best Original Score. It's been consistently in, so I have faith, but you never know with the Academy. Spider-Man was in everywhere just last year and then missed the nomination. So let's not do that again and show The Wild Robot the respect it deserves, because that score, perfection. Challengers, also, please, I'm begging. It won the Golden Globe. I'm still nervous. It's not going to get in. It missed BAFTAs. Can we please get challengers into Best Original Score? I need it. I would also love to see challengers get in other places other than just Best Original Song. I think that's its only sure nomination. But, you know, if it were up to me, picture, director, cinematography, editing, challengers for editing, please. Doom Part 2, I already talked about. Nosferatu. Can we please show Nosferatu some love? I would also love for that to sneak into Best Picture. That would be great. But cinematography? Yeah, cinematography. Best sound? Come on. You know it deserves it. Coralie Fargier. This is our prayer circle, y'all. Coralie, please, God, for Best Director. The director of All We Imagine Is Light, I guess, will be the only other one that I would accept. But my God, do not do an all five lineup of men, first of all. Second of all, let it be Coralie. She deserves it. Please. Movies with Justin. Hello, thanks so much for joining. Hello, I want Wicked in Best Picture and Nosferatu in technical categories. I agree with both of those. Luckily, I think Wicked is a lock for Best Picture, so we're good there. And Nosferatu, we'll see. I don't know. I'd also love to see Flo in Best International. Please let Flo in. I would love. Oh God, I'd die happy. I know it's not going to happen. She's missed everywhere. Can we get Angelina? Can she just somehow find her way and sneak into Best Actress? Oh, I'd die happy. Also, I need Cynthia Erivo. I know a lot of people are predicting she's going to be this year's Margot Robbie, and you know, her movie's going to be nominated everywhere. And somehow, you know, the supporting cast might get nominated, but not her. No. We're not doing that to Cynthia. Let her into Best Actress. Actually, my Best Actress category is going to look nothing like the one that actually pops up on the screen, unfortunately, but I need her in there. And then I would love to see Maria actually sneak into like costumes or, God forbid, cinematography. That won't happen, but there you go. Daniel Craig, Best Actor, please. Oh, if we get through that Best Actor category and there's no Daniel Craig, I'm going to be very sad. It happened at the BAFTAs, though, so I won't be all that shocked. And queer, if that could just pop up anywhere, I would be very, very happy. Honestly, I need Wicked to overperform, so if it pops up in places like adapted screenplay, I'll be up, I'll be seated. Yeah, that's basically what I'm hoping for this morning. A lot of hopes. My wish list is long. I'm excited, but I'm also dreading this nomination announcement. Y'all, this award season, oh no, is it shaping up to be anybody else's kind of least favorite award season in a while? Like, I don't know. I think it's a combination. A lot of movies I love could get in, but aren't really. And then I really am not an Amelia Perez fan, y'all. And I know it's going to just be up and down. I would love for Amelia Perez to miss in categories like Best Sound early on to show some weakness, but I know it's going to sweep. I also didn't love. Oop. Not the phone. I also didn't love Hot Takes Incoming, either The Brutalist or Honora, which I know both of those are about to sweep up this morning. Obviously, that Brutalist AI news came out too late, so it's not going to affect anything. But I think their countdown hits. Oh, I would love Angelina to be the shock. And I agree, Luke. The Nosferatu performances deserve more. Oh, really, Luke? That's awesome. I loved Nosferatu too. I really hope it shows up places, please, anywhere this morning. I'm nervous. Mm. Ooh, Rachel looking good, huh? Hey, Rachel. Good, Bowen. Good. Mm, yes, yes. Now, here we go. Right off the bat, actor in a supporting role. So, no Jonathan Bailey. Ugh, the apprentice. So, we're starting off great. Mm. Oh, good. I'm glad Gladiator 2 got in there. Yay, Nosferatu. And Wicked. Perfect. Again, would have loved to see Maria get some love for their costumes, but the substance? Mm. Yay! And Wicked? Woo! Okay. Nice category. Would have probably booted Amelia Perez, but good. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. Good. Woo! Oh my gosh. Yes! What? Is Wicked considered an original score? Hi, Trivial. Thanks so much for joining. Did you say Alien? Not Aline? You see? Then he will not remain silent. Okay. Well, I look forward to watching all of the short films when they're released into theaters in those wonderful packages. Oh, beautiful man. Okay. Yuck. Okay. This is the animated short sound fun, y'all. I'm excited. Wicked. good. Yeah. I mean, I knew it was happening, but my god. Yay, Nickel Boys! Oh, Wicked. Not a great sign for Wicked's chances on the big awards, but I'm very, very happy to see Sing get in here. Very. Hopefully that means a Best Picture nomination incoming. Naturally. Naturally. Woo! Substance? Oh, here we go with this September 5. Okay. Substance? Yes! Yes! Let's go, the substance. Well, at least Corley has one nomination. Let's make her a double nominee, please. Oh god, here we go. Okay, I can deal with that. Yay, Ariana. Okay, and Zoe Saldana. Okay. So Monica took that last spot, huh? Okay. Okay. I don't need to hear their analysis because we're gonna talk ourselves. We're gonna talk our analysis right here, huh? All right. So we're started off. Okay, actually. Best supporting actor went about just about as bad as I imagined it would. Mostly because, again, I didn't love a lot of these films everybody else loved this year, but here we are. No Denzel, no Jonathan, and no Clarence Macklin. My three hopes for the morning on supporting actor. Not a single one snuck in. Y'all, I don't know what we're trying to do with The Apprentice. I'm not really okay. That means after I saw Jeremy Strong there, that means that we're probably gonna get Sebastian, and I would much rather Sebastian Stan get nominated for A Different Man. Much rather he get nominated for A Different Man, personally. But political statements and all, I guess. But sure. I don't know. So we'll see. He's probably gonna take Daniel Craig's spot in lead actor, which will be sad. But oh, no, Jamie Lee. They did it. They left Jamie Lee on the cutting room floor. Much to my shock. Yeah, Jamie Lee didn't make it in. Bless. Thank you. I'm very happy she didn't make it in. Other shocks of the morning. No challengers in original score. I knew they were going to do it to us. I'm actually kind of shocked. Again, what are we doing? Like, what's an original score? Because Doom Part 2 is disqualified. Yet I saw, we had like what John Williams for Indiana Jones last year made it in. Oh, John Williams for Star Wars, The Force Awakens made it in. Plenty of sequels make it in. So I don't know what we're doing with Doom Part 2. But also, uh Wicked is kind of an adapted score from the stage plays score. So I'm a little bit shocked that Wicked counts. I agree, the music is amazing, but I don't know that it counts as an original score, but that's just me. Should have been challengers in there. Very disappointed at that snub. I didn't even realize it while we were speaking live. Hi, Movie Emporium. Thanks so much. Clarence Macklin is supporting. Really a shame. Really a shame. I Some of those performances that are getting in this year, particularly in the supporting categories, one are either complete category fraud. Zoe Saldana, I'm looking at you, ma'am. You have the most screen time in your movie. Just saying. Also, Kieran Culkin, you're a co-lead. Let's be serious. You have like 4 minutes less than Jesse Eisenberg. You're on the screen pretty much the entire film. You two are the leads of the film. Or I don't get it. Like, what did they really do here compared to someone like Clarence Macklin, who was an actual supporting performance that did so much? that did so much of the heavy emotional lifting of that film. What's going on? Um, then we have some of these other categories, costumes and such went about as I would expect. No big surprises in most of them. I'm glad Gladiator 2 got in there because I'm like, oh, great. Gladiator 2 is about to get snubbed in the text that it deserves to get put into. But there we go. Um, yeah. And otherwise, I'm just happy that The Substance made it into Best Original Screenplay. I hope that's good things to come. Best director, please. Also best picture, but we already know it's getting in there. So, Wicked though missing out on best adapted screenplay. I think is a little bit nervous. Makes me a little bit nervous for its chances. All right, here we go. But Sing Sing and Nickel Boys getting into screenplay. Are we gonna get one of them in the picture, please? Honestly, though, Nosferatu missing in screenplay is also a disaster. Doom Part 2 missing in screenplay, adapted screenplay. Mm, but okay. Doom Part 2 also probably should have got into costumes now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. We don't care because y'all snubbed Sky Riley. Oh god, Amelia Perez about to be a double nominee. What? Oh, Diane Warren. What? Ugh, I mean, I guess Elton John is just like Diane Warren. That was horrible. That category was a hot ass mess. Best original song. I can't, y'all. Diane Warren and Elton John make it in anytime they put a pen to paper. I can't. Oh my god. I'm very happy. Black Fox Diaries, No Other Land. Look forward to seeing these. Oh, that sounds fun. Okay, wait. No. Please, Flo. Oh, no Flo. And there's Amelia. Also, no All We Imagine Is Light. Oh, it's a by cover by country. Wow! Right, I thought it was by film name. It's by country. Oh, yay! Naturally, perfect. It's about to be my perfect category. Wild robot. The 5, y'all. I love Transformers 1. That would have been my alternate, but that's the 5 right there. Love it. Perfect category. The only perfect category. Naturally. Great. Thank you, Jesus. Doom Part 2 finally. Yes, thank you. Not Nosferatu and Wicked? Okay, perfect. Actually, a great category. Maybe that's a perfect category too. Great. Okay. I don't know why. Okay. Wicked! Oh, I'm really excited Wicked got in there though. No substance? No challengers, I knew, but okay, let's go, dude. Finally. Oh my god. Wicked! The wild robot in for best sound. Let's go. Wow. So they snubbed it for best original song, but put it in for sound. Okay. Yes, Alien. Okay, I expected that. Your winner, please God. F Kingdom. Wicked! Okay. Wicked's coming back strong, y'all. It didn't get into screenplay, but snatching up that editing. Okay, cinematography. Good. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Maria! Maria Nosferatu! Wait a minute, y'all. Did they just pop off for cinematography? Naturally. Hey, we knew. We knew. God, y'all didn't play. Yep, we knew. Oh, and Sebastian Stan the apprentice. Okay. No Daniel Craig. A damn shame. A damn shame. Oh, thank God. She did. So no Angelina. All right, Demi. Okay. I'm good with Fernanda being that last one. Oh, I had so many I wanted. Angelina, Pam. I'm good with Fernanda. But list for me. Sorry. Honora, Tom Baker, please. Oh my God. Yes! Yes! Really? Let's go! Oh, I'm so happy Corley for Jake got in. No, Denis though. Boot out Amelia Perez and put Denis in, and we're good. We been new. Okay, we been new. Needs to be it's wild. Oh, woo, 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 woo. Bless. Doom Part Two. Thank you. Didn't play. Someone needs to be determined there too. Huh? Take the nomination away. That's what should be determined. I'm here. Got in. Nickel boys. Wow. And the substance and wicked. Perfect. Wow. I'm still here. Was has to be the biggest shock of the night. The morning, I should say. Good God. It's still dark. I don't know if it's night, if it's day, if it's morning. It's too early for this. Why they gotta do this ish so early every time? Okay, hush up. Um, yes, movie emporium. Yes, Triv. The substance. Y'all, I am so happy that Coralie Fargier got in to Best Director. Oh, I thought they were going to play in my face. I thought they were going to do too much. They didn't. It also got what? Best screenplay and best picture. Demi Moore. That's who should have gotten in. I was sitting here blanking. That's who they snubbed as well. Margaret Qualley. Speaking of the substance, what's going on? So we want to nominate all these other pseudo lead performances. Margot Qualley should have been there in Best Supporting Actress, but otherwise, The Substance had a very good morning. I would have maybe liked to see it sneak into Best Score, also Best Cinematography, but we can't have it all. I suppose we can't have it all. Flo in Best International, you love to see it, as well as The Wild Robot getting into Best Sound. I was shook. That one again, The Substance could have gotten that nomination as well. I'm stunned by I'm Still Here getting into Best Picture over something like maybe Sing Sing, but it is what it is. Um, Also, Nickel Boys getting into Best Picture, like having both I'm Still Here and Nickel Boys sneak into picture was insane. Honestly, I would have loved to see Nosferatu sneak into picture, but we knew that was a long shot. I'm just glad, obviously, Wicked, The Substance, made it in as they should. Dune Part 2, thankfully, at least made it in there. Um, Actress I was good with for the most part, except they really, I mean, I guess cinematography always loves to throw in one curveball, right? Clearly they saw Maria. They watched it because they nominated him for cinematography, but not Angelina, I suppose. Very sad for me because that was like my fave Angelina this year. Also, no Maria for something like costumes, production design. Okay, but Dune for costumes. Sing Sing should have been Best Picture over A Complete Unknown. I agree. Honestly, I knew they were gonna love A Complete Unknown, and they did. I liked A Complete Unknown actually more than I imagined. Look, this is why this season I was saying, as happy as I am, I'm obviously very hyped about a lot of these nominations. A lot of my stuff came up true. Seeing Wicked sneak into like best editing was hype. But so many of these films I just was not that big a fan of. Amelia Perez, my God. Amelia Perez just even overperformed what I expected. It got into categories. It got in everywhere. So naturally, maybe we can make a big thing out of this AI business, huh? Can we? I know, Brutalist fans want to brush it under the rug, but if you want to take down Amelia Perez was also in that AI report, uh, tuning up Miss Carla's voice because she couldn't hit the notes. Stuff was out of her range. So if we're gonna take down Amelia Perez, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to sacrifice the Brutalist, which personally I'm okay with sacrificing the Brutalist, but I know a lot of you aren't. Let's make a bigger deal of it. Also, I love Adrian Brody. He's already won for World War II tragedy story before. Coleman Domingo should have that award. I'm just saying. Give Coleman the award for Best Actor. Yes, Daniel Craig should have been nominated. Period. Full stop. Very disappointing. Again, I would have been more okay if it was Sebastian Stan for A Different Man. They saw that too because it got into best makeup and hairstyling. But I don't know. This apprentice business. Like I said, look, I love Sebastian, but it kind of turned into this sob story. I don't know. It turned into this martyr narrative, and that's when I knew he was getting in, when it started turning Sebastian Stan, specifically because of The Apprentice, into this martyr. I knew it was in. Honora everywhere. I knew it would be. I'm also, hot take, not a big fan of Honora. A lot of places I would have left it off, including Best Director. But that's just me. And yeah, otherwise, would have loved to see Queer get in anywhere on the board. Also, would have loved to see Challengers get in anywhere. I just am baffled. I mean, I know it came out early, but wow, the Luca Guadagnino going 0 for 2, didn't get a single nomination for either one of his films, and both of the films should have been nominated at least once. Like, should have had an easy nomination for Best Original Song. I cannot believe that Compress Repress didn't get in for Best Original Song. Are you kidding me? And Challengers not being in for Best Original Score is a complete joke. Come on. That's ridiculous. Challengers not being in for Best Editing or Cinematography, a complete joke. Let's just be completely serious. And Queer, honestly, right along with it in Best Cinematography, Best Editing, Best Original Score, a joke. Felicity Jones overrated. Movies with Justin says The Apprentice was a great film, in my opinion. All right. They gave Late Night with the Devil a lot over AI usage. These should be called to. I fully agree. That's what I was saying. And look, I was saying when it came to Late Night with the Devil, this was a very small production with a very small budget, a small film that didn't have a lot of resources and money. particularly now in comparison to both The Brutalist and Amelia Perez. Both had a lot more resources, and they still used AI compared to a small film like Late Night with the Devil. Now, I know some people are like, oh, but Late Night with the Devil did it for art reasons, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care. Honestly, so did The Brutalist, actually. People are trying to say no for the Brutalist. Yes, they did, with those sketches. I mean, with the stuff in the third act. That was artists that could have done it. Also, yeah, it's going to be real sticky. I think we're going to go down a real rabbit hole here with Carla and with Adrian. I know everyone's saying it didn't affect the performance, blah, blah, blah. But to start awarding performances that in any way were enhanced by AI, it puts us on a slippery slope, I think, and really kind of muddies the waters, especially since we just went on a strike. The actors just went on a strike against AI, replacing them. AI, coming in and infringing on actors and their job. So it will be very weird messaging, I'll say, to give Adrian Brody that award, I think. I know that this is a real hot button topic. I know it didn't, obviously enhance his actual physical performance, but to award a performance affected in any way by AI, really, after that strike is interesting. That's what I'll go with. I'm happy for Nickel Boys. Hi, G. Colby. So glad to see you. I was very sad about Angelina. I've kind of been her biggest champion. I knew it wasn't happening though. She just had no steam this year. She gave an amazing performance though. Angelina, girl. I'm sorry. Anthony Mackie is jumping for joy with that. Yeah, I know a lot of people are jumping for joy for that Sebastian Stan nomination, and I'm happy to see him as an Oscar nominee. I love Sebastian Stan. I just wish it was for a different man. Other than that, though, I would have liked to maybe see Nosferatu get a little bit more love, but I knew it was a long shot. Hate they hate Luca, like Tyler was talking about here. Luca going 0 for 2. They love to snub them some Luca, but they love to snub them some Robert Eggers. They can't stand Robert Eggers to get an Oscar nomination, and they sure made sure Nosferatu wasn't showing up too much. Like cinematography, come on now. Gavin loves movies. Hi, thanks so much for joining. All We Imagine Is Light was so snubbed. I agree. I'm actually really shocked All We Imagine Is Light didn't get in. Like, what? I also really love this small Chinese movie called Black Dog that I would have nominated, but nobody else has seen it, so I knew it wasn't getting in. But All We Imagine Is Light was one of my biggest shocks in international feature. And again, why is Amelia Perez taking up a spot in Best International Feature, y'all? A French film spoken in Spanish and English about Mexico with people who could hardly freaking deliver the dialogue in Spanish. Let's just call it what it is. A whole list of actors who were struggling to speak Spanish. And a director who said, I don't need to look into Mexico. And what I got is right. And what he had was a thug story. A gang cartel story. Original. Well, yes, that's Mexico. Amelia Perez, your ass shouldn't have been in most of these nominees. Definitely shouldn't have been in no damn Best International, but that's me. Oh, you saw it, Gavin. Oh, I loved Black Dog. I don't know. I just thought it was such a beautiful film. And yeah, Denis, listen. Then when is Denis Villeneuve going to get nominated? Here's my rant with Dune Part 2, because last time with Dune, so many of us were like, okay, Dune got, 10 nominations, I think, the year of it, except Denis. And it didn't win any of the big categories. And a lot of us who are fans of these films and fans of Denis thought, okay, they're just waiting for part 2. They know it's a part 1. They're going to wait to award Denis for part 2. No. They said, "No, we're not nominating him for part 2 either." We're actually not gonna nominate Denis Villeneuve ever again, okay? I don't know how a person, obviously, if you watched my top 10 best films of, or not top 10, I actually did top 24 for 24, but if you watched my best films of 2024, you'll clearly see I think Dune should have been up and down these nominations. It should have gotten actually several more than it did, but that's me. The Academy loves Jarim Blaschke for doing cinematography for Eggers, but won't give Robert anything. I mean, literally. Did you enjoy Alien Romulus? I did. I actually really enjoyed Alien Romulus. I'm so excited that Alien Romulus actually got into um, VFX, though I actually think Romulus or Nosferatu, actually both, should have been in Best Sound, but that's just me. But I loved Alien Romulus. I know that that also had that AI usage. And actually, Alien Romulus kind of had the worst AI usage, if we're being honest. I love the film, but let's be serious. What they used AI for, cut it. We don't need that bullish. You hear me? For one, stop doing that with passed away actors. Don't. We need to stop that whole practice across the board. And so there we go. Yeah. Alien Romulus actually is worse when it comes to how they used AI than all the rest of these films in the controversy. So I can be objective, y'all. I can be objective, but also Alien Romulus is not competing for most of these awards. And I guess there could be something to be said about nominating it for best visual effects when um they used AI in that sense. So also, I guess add Zoe Saldana and Sebastian Stan and MCU actors who are now Oscar nominees. This is very correct. Honestly, my man Christopher Hemsworth maybe could have gotten a Best Supporting Actor nom if it were up to me for Furiosa this year. I'm just saying, we could have added Mr. Hemsworth, the Norse god of my life, into the MCU actors with an Oscar nominee, but they would never do that. Oscar, also Margaret Qualley, yes, very robbed. Mufasa not getting a nom for effects is a breath of relief. I agree. Thank God. The Thank Jesus. Also, they did not fall into the meme trap. I guess it wasn't on the short list, right? That damn what you know about my brother, da 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 da, my brother song. Not getting in. Nothing from the Lion King getting in. Thank God. Um, I also did like Beyond from Moana 2, but I'm very happy that Moana 2 did not get in anywhere. Best animated or best original song. Disney needs to hear the message. No, that wasn't cute. Man, every year there's always a film that stick out like a sore thumb. Bohemian Rhapsody, Don't Look Up, now Amelia Perez, which is basically this year's Crash. Amelia Perez is literally Crash meets Green Book, put into one. Um, and I think the election pretty much sealed the deal for Amelia Perez getting all of these nominations. And unfortunately, I think what that man, I'm not even going to mention his name, that orange man is doing, particularly with trans and queer rights right now, right off the bat, as soon as he sat down at that desk, what he's doing with trans rights and protections is probably going to booster Amelia Perez. Honestly, I don't think the AI is going to be able to counter that. So I'm expecting Amelia Perez to have a big night on Oscar night. Right now, I would say I know Wicked doesn't have a chance. I know Doom Part 2 doesn't have a chance when it comes to Best Picture. Wicked I think has a much better chance than Doom Part 2, but I don't think either one of them is winning. Those will probably be two of my top choices. We'll see. I'll be doing my Best Picture ranking soon, so you'll see how I rank the 10 that got nominated. But for me, out of the films that actually have a shot, I'm basically begging Conclave to pull this off. I need those other three movies that are really duking it out at the top to move to the side, get out the way, and just let Conclave win. If you want to do something about an actual progressive trans storyline that's actually radical and innovative when it comes to trans representation, trans identity, award Conclave. Okay, Academy? Thank you. All right, let's see. Adam Pearson deserved a nomination for A Different Man. I agree, but apparently they didn't care about the acting in A Different Man. I wasn't surprised Deadpool Wolverine didn't get him for the usual MCU VFX, simply because it ain't like an FX heavy movie. Yeah, also I think some of those VFX looked a little bit crazy in Deadpool and Wolverine. The film faced so much backlash, and the MCU never wins that award anyway, so get it out the way. Bless the Academy for canceling the original song performances. Honestly, yes. Especially after what I saw, that list that they put up there. Thank God we're not getting those nominations. I think we all would have died. Look, again, Diane Warren, girl, you're not winning this year again either. I hate to break it to you. I know you're always stunned and like disheveled in the audience when they announce everyone else, but you winning that award. This year they're going to announce the damn Amelia Perez, El Mal, and you're going to be sitting in the audience mad again because Amelia Perez is winning that award. But yes, we don't need to hear those songs performed. And you too, stop, Elton. My God, and he's been running around saying crazy-ish this past year. I'm like, okay. Here's what we do, Academy. I posted it to my Twitter. We've canceled the original songs. Bless. You saw the writing on the wall. Nobody wanted to hear this boo-ish performed live on the broadcast. Now, what we do want to hear, bring Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande out from the back. Give us at least, give us a Wicked montage, actually. Jonathan Bailey, come on up. We're going to do the greatest hits, little compilation, celebration of the music of Wicked. And then we're going to bring out Naomi Scott as Sky Riley. We're going to get that Sky Riley performance that the demon robbed us of in Smile 2, okay? Now we're going to bring out Sky Riley to put on a real show. Give the Academy what we really need to spice up the broadcast. And then finally, Nicholas Gallatin, we got you on the phone. The other four that played the rest of August Moon, I'm sorry I don't know your names because I was fully transfixed on Gallatin. Come on out. We're going to get an August Moon performance at the Academy Awards. This is how you put on a show. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Of all the nominees in Best Actor, I'm rooting for Timothée Chalamet or Coleman Domingo. I'm rooting for Coleman Domingo. I'm rooting for Coleman. Full stop. I wouldn't mind seeing Timothée Chalamet again. I think he's the one who can sneak past Adrian Brody to snatch that award. So if that's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do. Timothée Chalamet for me should have won over Gary Oldman. I said it in Call Me by Your Name. I said it. So Timothy should already have a Best Actor, nice little Oscar on his mantle. So I won't be mad if he wins there, and I'll just in my head kind of pretend it was for Doom Part 2, even though I do think he's very good in A Complete Unknown. I haven't watched Amelia Perez, and now I kind of want to. Well, you have to now, right? All of us have to watch these. I know a lot of people have been putting off Amelia Perez, but it's officially up there. It's officially in. I wanted a Blood on White Satin performance. Exactly, Tyler. I was so mad Compress Repress wasn't nominated. Exactly, G. Colby. This damn Best Original Song was a mess. A complete mess. Listen, August Moon, we're gonna get you on the stage, Nicholas. All your look, not Nicholas Gallatin showing up to the Oscars like muscled out compared to what he looked like in August Moon now. I love Isabella Rossellini getting some love. At first, I was low-key a little bit like shook. We were giving Isabella all this love because, in honesty, I don't know what her supporting performance really does in Conclave if we're just basing it off of the performances alone. But the problem is supporting actress was rough this year. Like, I've realized that while I was filling out ballots, because I'm part of, like, what, 4? Jesus. 4 now, yay! Different voting bodies that do awards, and once I got to Best Supporting Actress, I'm always like, "Wow, who the hell am I gonna put in here?" Because it was a little bit of a sparse year. Honestly, it was a pretty sparse year for everything except lead actress. That was the one category I consistently struggled. I was like, "Oh, I have too many. I have too many here." But I love Isabella as a person and as an actress, and I hadn't realized until not too long ago, maybe within the last month at least, that she had never been nominated for an Oscar. So suddenly I was like, you know what? Yes, put her in. Actually, let's get Isabella Rossellini her Oscar nomination. If we're gonna do some this is the year to give an overdue nomination at least. And yeah, I obviously think she's probably better than Felicity Jones. Oop. And she's an actual supporting performance, unlike Zoe Saldana. Ooh. So yeah, put her in. Except Margaret Qualley also should have been in there. I completely agree, Jacoby. Actually would have put Margaret in maybe over a couple other of these folks. But yes, at least Jamie Lee didn't get her ass in there. Because I thought after the SAG and BAFTA, I thought Jamie was a lock, y'all. After I saw her get those 2, but the Academy, they just didn't care about no damn Last Show Girl, which is a shame because I really loved it. So that's just me. But happy for Nosferatu's. And you know what? I agree, G. Kobe. Timothy Chalamet perform as Lil Timmy Tim. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's our our fourth, I guess, because I just said what? Wicked, Sky Riley, August Moon, Lil Timmy Tim. Isn't he performing as freaking Bob Dylan on SNL when he hosts? I don't know. I don't watch SNL. I just saw the little post that he was the musical guest and the host. So, even if you got to get him to do Bob Dylan, I guess. But we want to see Timmy Tim. Actually, we want to see that rap skill on the main stage at the Academy Award. Leave the Bob Dylan for somebody else right now. We want to see the real juice come out. And then you know what? We can add old girl from Shyamalan's daughter, Lady Raven. We can get a performance from her too. I know the movie, bloop bloop bloop, but those songs, they were hitting. Now she's no Sky Riley, Miss Lady Raven, but she has some bops. Over under Bill Skarsgård comes out as Nosferatu presenting. If Count Orlok hits the stage, you know what? Let me look. Somebody real quick. Did Nosferatu get in for makeup and hairstyling? See, this is why I need the damn nominees pulled up. Did Nosferatu get in there? Because come on now. But if they did, then I'm gonna need Count Orlok to make an appearance if Nosferatu was in for makeup and hairstyling. Music. Oh, it did. Good. Okay, yes. So, Nosferatu is in. So, Bill, show up, get the makeup artist again. And you know what? Get that prosthetic back, actually, from Nicholas Holt. Get the prosthetic back out of the little case, out of the frame. We had that little stunt a couple years ago with John Cena blurred out naked on the stage, whatever, for costumes. We're just going to let the prosthetic swing for Count Orlok. That's what I vote. That's what I say. Just let Count Orlok in all his glory coming out to the stage. Demi Moore from The Substance presenting with Count Orlok from Nosferatu. Listen, Elizabeth Monstro, Elisa Sue, and Count Orlok together. Mark, we need to put get the makeup artist. Margaret, I know they snubbed you, girl, but we're gonna need you to get into costume. You and Demi Moore are gonna finagle your way onto the stage as Monstro, Elisa Sue. Gonna have Demi in the back, and she's gonna just be like this in the back. And you could just turn around and let that in the back talk. And that's what we're gonna look. It's the hand over the Oscars to me in my chat here. We got Tyler, Movie Emporium, Triv, come on back. I know you got ideas. G Colby in the chat. Clay fan, you can come in too. I know you love your DreamWorks and such. You love Illumination, all that. But we talking about Oscars right now, and we're trying to get. Let us run the show. Highest ratings. It'll be batshit crazy, but the people will live. I promise. Okay. Demi Moore might have her Brendan Fraser moment this year. Oh, please. Look, I have nothing against Mikey Madison. Okay. If she wins over Demi Moore, I might flip a table. That's what I'll say right now. Okay? Demi needs to win that award. And that's all there is to it. That's all I'm accepting. Honestly, yeah. I'm just glad Cynthia got nominated, and now I need Demi to win. Period. Yes, have the animals. Honestly, Gintz, you need to bring your cat to the ceremony. I think it's only right. Director of Flow, bring the cat and come on in, okay? Because, hello, we actually need more black cat representation across the board. Yeah. Capybara, can we just bring out and see what happens? Like, if anything goes awry, it is what it is. We'll have to stop them. But we need to bring out the live action counterparts, I'd say, for the animals, and just have them meow and bark, and I don't know what sounds do capybaras make. They kind of just grunt, little lemur calls. Just have them put the mic to them like they did in the movie, basically, and then you can have somebody a good comedian. Have a good comedian translate. Put the mic to the little cat when it meows. Translation. Usually I'm indifferent towards this year, but I'm hyped for this year because Conan O'Brien. Okay. Oh, Sean William Scott, huh? We'll see. We'll see. Well, I was kind of hoping for Pamela to be here with Demi, to have her moment too. She should be, I think, but I'm at least glad Demi is getting her moment. All right, Clay fan. Let's see what you got over here. Sorry, sir. We talking Oscars a lot this morning, so I'm not really talking about a lot of this other stuff. But Pixar's first musical sounds fun. I like ducks, so why not, right? And all the 2024 movies, I'll probably watch them at one point or another. All of them, DreamWorks, all the ones you were asking me about, Clay Fan 1995. I will probably watch each and every one of those movies. Well, maybe not SpongeBob on Netflix because I didn't grow up on SpongeBob. I know, hot take, but I didn't really watch SpongeBob growing up that much, so I don't seek out SpongeBob content. I'll likely watch the one that hits theaters, but that one, Plankton on Netflix, I'll probably skip because there you go. The only Best Picture noms I need to see are Nickel Boys and I'm Still Here. Yeah, Nickel Boys had a really small rollout, and I think I'm Still Here too. These are the times, I am very thankful that I'm part of like Denver Film Critics Society and Galeka specifically, because that allows me to get actual award season screeners. Spoiler alert, I don't get invited to screenings any other time of the year. They never send an invitation my way, so I'm always there on Thursday night, watching the new releases, maybe Friday if there's more than one. So the rest of the year I don't get to go to press screenings, but by being part of these voting bodies for Denver Film and Galeka, I at least get invited at that time of year, and then I get sent screeners. So I'm very blessed in that way that I got Nickel Boys and I'm still here, because where else can you see them? I think Nickel Boys is playing around here now. Sing Sing still. I know they're doing a new rollout. Tyler has been dying because it's not released anywhere in his area. The Brutalist finally out in people's areas. That took forever, so it's tough. But yeah, those were the two like sneak nominations. So I'm not surprised that they're the two you still need to see. But yeah, that was our Oscar nominees. As predicted, too much Emilia Perez. For my liking, a little bit too much Brutalist and Honora, but it is what it is. But I was happy to see stuff like Wicked get on the board, The Substance have a great showing, and even Doom Part 2 make it into a lot of categories I was scared for. We had two animated films make it into categories outside of animation, which is always exciting. And it should be an interesting show. It should be interesting. So thank you all that woke up bright and early to watch this nominations presentation with me. I think it was a lot of fun. We had a really active chat, which makes it a lot more fun. So thank you all. G. Colby, Clayfan1995, Movie Emporium, Luke Ponto, Tyler Calvert, Trivial Theater. Let's see, Movies with Justin. We also had dun, 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 Gavin Loves Movies. Everybody who stopped in this morning, thank you all so much. I really appreciate the support and appreciate you all taking time out of your very early mornings to come and hang out with me as we reacted live. So those were my thoughts. Those were my live reactions to the 2025 Oscar nominees. Coming up on the channel, as I said, I'll be doing a Best Picture, all 10 Best Picture films ranked. So make sure you are watching out for that. Also, as we get closer to the ceremony, obviously, I will be doing my Who Should Win and Who Will Win for all 23 categories, as well as a recap and review of the Academy Awards themselves. Also, might be doing shorts, but actually, we'll see, because I might have to watch a recording of those shows this year because I think I'm actually busy on the 2nd. Oops. But we'll see what happens. Otherwise, I thank you all so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. Who were your biggest shocks, your biggest snubs, your biggest surprises? And if you enjoyed this live stream and or playback, if you're watching afterwards, hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel so that you are always up to date on all of my latest videos, including all that Oscar content. I love you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.